It's been a day of high drama in the parliament, ladies and gentlemen, over the speech of Home Minister Amit Shah. The Ambedkar is fashion remark has rolled into a huge controversy between the BJP and the Congress, both sides trading allegation of the other using force to harass and prevent their rivals from entering the parliament building. Two BJP MPs, Pratap Sarangi and Mukesh Rajput, were injured and alleged that Rahul Gandhi was the one who pushed them. Rahul Gandhi, in his defense, said that the BJP MPs were blocking his way. In the latest, BJP MPs are now going to file an FIR against leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi. Meanwhile, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has written to the Speaker alleging he was pushed by the BJP MPs. He lost his balance and hurt his knees. Prime Minister, in fact, speaks to the injured MPs, and the BJP is getting a physical examination of the injured MPs done. It's all happening as far as the parliament is concerned. Never seen visuals, never seen allegations which have been traded against both the BJP and the Congress in the parliament, when they were protesting outside the parliament, where Rahul Gandhi is now accused of, pushing the BJP MPs, where Rahul Gandhi said that they were obstructing the way while he was trying to make his way inside the Parliament House.
अभी दोनों की स्थिति हम लोग इवैल्यूएट कर रहे हैं, दोनों को स्टेबलाइज करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। दोनों आईसीयू में हैं और मुकेश राजपूत जी तो उनको क्योंकि बेहोश हो गए थे सिर में चोट लगने के बाद, तो काफ़ी ज़्यादा घबराहट है उनको और चक्कर आ रहे हैं। तो दोनों का बीपी शूट अप कर गया था। एंड सारंगी जी, उनको भी काफ़ी ब्लीडिंग हो रही थी जब वो आए थे हॉस्पिटल। तो डीप कट था फोरहेड पे, तो स्टिचेस लगाने पड़े। तो दोनों का बीपी शूट अप कर गया था, दोनों घबराए हुए हैं। तो अभी हमारी टीम लगी हुई है, उनको इवैल्यूएट कर रहे हैं और ट्रीटमेंट दे रहे हैं।
राहुल गांधी एक एमपी को धक्का लगा, मेरे ऊपर गिर पड़ा और मैं नीचे गिर गया।
किसने धक्का मारा? राहुल गांधी ने?
हाँ, राहुल गांधी ने।
राहुल गांधी ने धक्का मारा?
राहुल गांधी।
किस जगह पे? किस जगह पे?
सीढ़ी के ऊपर में मैं खड़ा हुआ था और राहुल गांधी ने आकर के एक एमपी को धक्का लगाया, वो मेरे ऊपर गिर पड़ा।
एक पाठशाला लगनी चाहिए ट्रेनिंग देने की राहुल गांधी और कांग्रेस के लोगों को कि लोकतंत्र में आचरण कैसा होता है, व्यवहार क्या होता है, मर्यादाएं क्या होती है। आज मन सचमुच में मैं भी 6वीं बार सांसद हूं। मन बहुत व्यथित है, दुखी है। अमित शाह जी के भाषण में जो पोल खोली कांग्रेस की, नेहरू जी हो, इंदिरा जी हो, कांग्रेस ने जो व्यवहार किया, भारत रत्न डॉक्टर बाबा साहब अंबेडकर जी के साथ, अब उसकी खींच इतनी कि गुंडागर्दी पर उतर आएंगे। हम इस गुंडागर्दी की निंदा करते हैं।
संविधान पर बहुत ही डिटेल्ड चर्चा हुई और जिस तरह से कांग्रेस के इतिहास को आज पूरे देश के सामने रखा गया, उससे कांग्रेस पूरी तरह से झल्लाई हुई है और जो उनका असली काम करने का तरीका है वो आज सामने आया। किस तरह से उन्होंने हमारे दो सांसदों को धक्का मुक्की करके उनको घायल किया। दोनों सांसद अभी हॉस्पिटल में हैं। ये संसद की मर्यादा है क्या? ये इस तरह से संसद में काम करने का तरीका होता है? कांग्रेस इस बात को समझ ले कि सारा देश स्पष्ट तौर पे जानता है कि कांग्रेस सदा ही हमेशा से बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर जी का विरोध करती आई, उनका अपमान करती आई है और आज पूरे देश को ये स्पष्ट तौर पे पता चल गया है कि संसद की मर्यादाओं से भी उनका कोई लगाव नहीं है।
जो कुछ भी कानूनी कार्रवाई करना है, एफआईआर लेके सब कुछ ऑप्शन ओपन है, वो करेंगे। इसके साथ ही साथ ये राहुल गांधी जो बोल रहे हैं वो बिल्कुल झूठ है। जब राहुल गांधी जी आया तब लोग उनको रास्ता छोड़ रहे थे, हर रोज ये खड़े होते। आज हमारा लोग भी उधर जमे हुए थे, जगह दे रहे थे। जगह देने के बावजूद भी ऐसे मार के वो चले गए। राहुल गांधी का जो हार का हताशा है। और इन लोगों ने ही मांगा था कि चर्चा हो जाए। स्पेशली हमने जब चर्चा शुरू की कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के बारे में, तब इनका पूरा पोल खोल गया।
उन्होंने जबरन धक्का मार के अंदर घुसे, एक सांसद गिरे, 3-4 सांसद गिरे, उसमें छड़ंगी जी को भी धक्का हुई, राजपूत जी को भी धक्का हुई, दोनों बुरी तरफ गिरे और छड़ंगी जी लहूलुहान हुए, उनको चोट भी आई।
लेकिन सर राहुल गांधी कह रहे हैं, कांग्रेस के सांसद वीडियो जारी कर रहे हैं, कह रहे हैं कि हमारे साथ में धक्का मुक्की की गई, बदसलूकी की गई,
इसीलिए हमारी छड़ंगी जी को चोट आई, स्टिच लगी। मुकेश राजपूत अभी बेचारा आईसीयू में भर्ती है। इसीलिए
पता नहीं आपके शांत हो जाए, आपके कैमरा में होगा, ये पार्लियामेंट की एंट्रेंस है, इसमें मैं अंदर जाने की कोशिश कर रहा था तो बीजेपी के एमपी जो थे वो मुझे ऐसे रोकने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, धकेल रहे थे और मुझे धमका रहे थे। मगर ठीक है, कोई मतलब धक्का मुक्की से हमें कुछ होता नहीं है। मगर ये एंट्रेंस है पार्लियामेंट हाउस की और हमारा अधिकार है अंदर जाने का, और बीजेपी के जो मेंबर्स हैं वो हमें अंदर जाने से रोक रहे थे। ठीक है,
Let me bring in my colleagues who are joining us at this moment. Big story, in fact, we are tracking here continuously on NDTV. My colleague Maria Shakil is in the parliament, covers the PMO, the BJP and the parliament very, very closely for many years. Maria, I'm sure in many years of your own coverage, this is something that you are reporting for the first time, a scuffle of this nature, leader of opposition being accused by the BJP, FIR being lodged against him. All right, hold on, Maria, just hold on. Priyanka Gandhi is speaking at this moment. Let's quickly listen to her.
कि हम लाए उनके लिए। अब आप खुद ही देख रहे हैं, यहाँ पे रोज खड़े हैं, हम रोज प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं 10:30 से 11, आज तक कुछ नहीं हुआ है। ये सब साजिश है। इनसे हमने पूछा, ये जो हमें रोक रहे थे, हिम्मत है तुम्हारे में, अगर अम्बेडकर जी को चाहते हो जय भीम बोलो। जय भीम का नारा क्यों नहीं निकल सकता इनके मुंह से?
ये कह रहे सर पैसेज
नारा क्यों नहीं? कौन सा पैसेज? आपने खुद देखा, हमारे सामने सारे खड़े थे और हमने कुछ कहा भी नहीं। हम सिर्फ अपना नारा लगाते रहे, सिर्फ अपने संविधान के लिए लड़ते रहे। अगर आप सोचते, अगर इस देश की जनता सोच रही है कि ये लोग संविधान की रक्षा करेंगे, अगर आज भी इस देश की जनता किसी भी कंफ्यूजन में है तो कंफ्यूजन दूर हो जाए। इनकी असली जो भावना है वो निकल गई अमित शाह जी की बातों में। इनकी असली भावना आज आपको दिख गई यहाँ पे, जहाँ पे ये हिंसक भावना रख रहे हैं। इनके मुंह से जय भीम निकल भी नहीं सकता। मैं इनको चैलेंज करती हूँ बीजेपी की एमपी से, यहाँ खड़े होके जय भीम बोले।
Priyanka Gandhi there, in fact, challenging the BJP, a very aggressive posture from both the sides. Let's go back to my colleague Maria Shakil, who is with us at this moment. Maria, over to you.
Yes, so Ankit, I was saying that, yes, this is unprecedented, but none of the sides will leave any elbow room or any opportunity to counter the other. Right now, even as we speak, you have three BJP MPs at Parliament Street Police Station registering an FIR against Rahul Gandhi. Which are the sections under which this FIR is being registered? We'll wait and get more details on that. Around evening, we'll be seeing a press conference being addressed by Rahul Gandhi from AICC. There'll be another press conference will be addressed by senior BJP leadership from the BJP headquarters. So both sides will be going all out. The only unfortunate part of this entire competitive protest, which started as competitive protest with regards to what what was seen as Ambedkar in fashion statement by Home Minister Amit Shah, has turned out to be so ugly. This kind of jostling, scuffle, and FIR, and also two MPs landing in the hospital, completely unprecedented, never seen before in India's parliamentary history. So I would just say this, that MPs will have to rethink their own actions. But then what was playing out at Makar Dwar was that a set of MPs, the Congress MPs, were holding placards and doing their protests. And on the other side, the BJP MPs were continuing with their protests. And then it turned this form where the BJP MPs going all out to say that Rahul Gandhi pushed and injured a 70-year-old BJP MP in Pratap Sarangi and another MP of the party from Farrukhabad. That is the reason why we are seeing this form. And then you have Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, another veteran parliamentarian and another leader in his 70s, who said that one of the BJP MPs had pushed him and he has been injured. So I think this kind of fog which is being created around the facts about what happened, really we'll have to wait and see. But couple of facts are there for us to see. 2 BJP MPs in hospital, one of them getting stitches, the other one unwell, clearly. There are counter move which has been made by the opposition as well. Even as we speak, there is a meeting which is happening in Lok Sabha Speaker's chamber, where senior leaders of the party are, speaking to him and trying to figure out. Now the Delhi police will be investigating something which happened in parliament premises, Ankit. We have seen how the entire parliament security has been handed over to the CISF, but now you have the Delhi police enter. I mean, this is about eyewitness accounts. Is there a, CCTV camera which is present near the Makar Dwar? All that will now be a subject of investigation. So I think it's only beginning to get ugly. It started as a spectacle, but now it is an unfortunate turn of events.
Maria, may I request you to stay on with me? We'll talk in detail about the political fallout of that as well, because a lot of posturing is going on. Yesterday, the Congress, in fact, made a meal out of what Mr. Amit Shah said. So they hit out at the top leader of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Today, it's being returned in kind, attacking Rahul Gandhi, top leader and the face of the Congress party. But before we just talk about the fallout, let's very quickly get in our colleagues. It's Ishika, who is at the RML hospital at this moment. Anushka is at the Parliament Street police station. Ishika, coming to you first very quickly. Just give our viewers a sense. How are the MPs doing at this moment? What is their condition?
Well, Ankit, we are currently reporting from the RML hospital, where both the injured BJP MPs, that is Pratap Sarangi and in fact Mukesh Rajput, are in fact admitted in the ICU. Now, as per the, what we are getting to know from the RML authorities here, that in fact both of these MPs had sustained head injury. And when, the BJP MP Pratap Sarangi was brought in, he was also, bleeding a lot, and thus stitches also had to be done. Currently, in fact, their condition is not so good, but the doctors here, a team of 8 to 10 doctors have been formed, to look into their situation. And also the MRI, for the time being has not been done. So the doctors are currently waiting for that, and only then will they be able to evaluate these MPs' situation better. But certainly at the RML hospital also, we have seen senior leaders of the BJP come and meet them, and then go back and just saying one thing is that if this head injury that they are saying, the condition is not so good and it could have been fatal, then who would be responsible? So certainly we are seeing that BJP MPs continue to come here at the RML hospital to meet the 2 injured BJP MPs. Over to you.
All right, Anushka, very quickly, like Maria was telling us, the BJP team is there registering an FIR. What is it that they are seeking? Do we know the sections under which the FIR has been registered against Rahul Gandhi?
Certainly, Ankit, now it's been over 20 minutes since the BJP MPs have been sitting inside and are recording their statements. Now it is yet to be seen under which sections this, this whole FIR will be registered. But what we are knowing and what the sources are telling us is that this the BJP MPs have come here with the evidences, and right now also they are inside the Parliament Street police station and are right now recording their statements as we speak. Also, we'll show you some visuals from the police station where it can clearly be this whole area has been, in fact, the BJP MPs have come here to register their FIR. Now this is yet to be seen if this is against the, if this whole FIR has been registered from the party or from, on behalf of the injured MP Pratap Sarangi and, Mr. Rajput. Also, what we're also seeing is that this whole area wherein the BJP MPs have in fact reached here. Now it's been over 20 minutes since they have been recording their statements. The Delhi police is in fact inside the recording the statements. Now it is yet to be seen under which sections this whole article, this whole FIR is going to be registered. And right now also we are, because all this happened, all this event took an unfortunate turns. And right now also what we are seeing is that the whole FIR has been registered. But what remains to be seen is that how long they will be, they are going to be inside and under which sections this FIR is going to be filed. Over to you.
Stay on with me, ladies. Let me bring my colleague Maria Shakil back at this moment. Maria, just to understand the political fallout, this is not, as ugly as it could get. And we thought that post the elections, things are going to calm down a bit because, people have spoken. At this moment, in this fight to claim Ambedkar, have a one-upmanship over this entire issue, where do you see this heading?
More of it. More of hooliganism, more of street fight is what I sense, because this is not ending. Neither of the sides will be giving any room or even a window or benefit of doubt to the other side. Look what Home Minister Amit Shah said in his 90-minute-long speech, that part on Ambedkar and Ambedkar in fashion is being taken out of context. You know it, Ankit, and I do, because we have heard the entire speech. But then the Congress got that as an opportunity. They saw it and then they latched onto it and then they went ahead with it. Series of press conferences. They fielded Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, who is from the Dalit community, to send that message. Then you had another press conference by Home Minister Amit Shah yesterday to counter it. Prime Minister coming out in defense of Home Minister, saying that there is a rotten Congress ecosystem and they should be judged on the basis of what they have done. They have walked the talk when it came to, empowering Dalits. It's not what the Congress has done in its 65-year-long regime. Now what we are seeing is that today was the day when it could have been about both sides moving ahead, but no. The Congress had its set of protests, the BJP did, and then it took this ugly form. Now what we'll be seeing more of it. The BJP going ahead and registering an FIR. In fact, Ankit, even as we speak, I believe both the houses have been adjourned because the movement of MPs have begun. The Prime Minister's cavalcade was the first to leave, and other ministers are also leaving. So in the next few hours, expect more press conferences from both the sides. Expect more aggression from both the sides. Now the focus is going to shift towards hooliganism and this kind of I would say, assault which has happened in the parliament premises. It did not happen inside the Lok Sabha or any of the two houses, but it happened inside the temple of democracy. And very, very unfortunate set of events as we have been talking about it. But be prepared that because this is about the crucial Dalit constituency, both the sides will not be giving any scope to the other going ahead. There are no immediate elections. The elections in Delhi will happen in January. The Congress is not really a stakeholder in many ways, one would say, but the BJP is. The next set of big elections where caste is an important factor is going to take place in October, November in my home state of Bihar. And that's where the narrative of caste will play out. And that is why you're seeing all kind of regional players come out and talk about their own views, because they know that Dalit and the SC/ST community are so crucial, a vote bank for each and every political party.